Real talk.
Can you hear me? If you can hear me, welcome to Dance Talk Podcast.
Uncensored vibes, we about to get it in. Unleash the beast, cause we about to go in. Music, sports, wrestling, yeah, we talk about everything. Turn up with the crew, cause you know we about to sing. This is the Dance Talks Podcast. Dance Talks
Podcast.
Dance Talks
Podcast.
Dance Talks. This is the Dance Talks
Podcast.
Dance Talks.
Podcast.
You are now listening to the one and only Dance Talks Podcast. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the new episode of the Dance Talks Podcast, coming to you live here this beautiful Tuesday afternoon, man. Listen, I'm at a loss for words right now. Everybody is really criticizing The Idol. Now, for those of you who do not know what The Idol is a HBO or /Max TV show that is basically starred in Abel Tesfaye, aka The Weeknd, and Lily Deb Rose. Now, before this show was introduced to the public, this show was automatically claimed as one of the worst shows in history. Now, by the numbers, yes, it looks bad. But from the way it looks, to be honest with you, the show to me, it wasn't even that bad. It was decent and it was good, but it wasn't that bad as way as people claims it is. You see, a lot of people, they just love to criticize a lot of things, but they just don't understand the concept of this entire show. They don't understand the concept of the entire show. The show is basically how some female, I'm going to say either female artists or female dancers, whatever you want to call it, some of these female artists, that basically how they've been treated in Hollywood, in Los Angeles. And apparently they decided to make a show of this. Now, I forgot who was the director of this show before Sam Levinson came into the picture. I think her name was Amy something. I can't confirm or deny it. Her name was Amy something. But during the whole production of writing this show and everything, she basically left the show. And then, of course, Sam Levinson came into the picture, and then it changed everything. He came into the picture, and he took over for the show, and now all of a sudden, now we got a TV show. And every single episode, from the first episode all the way to the 5th episode, everybody just talked dog shit about this show. Now, you may think the same. I don't know. Personally, for me, I don't think it's really dog shit. It's decent. It's a decent show to watch. But you gotta look at the bright side of this entire thing. The Weeknd was already working on the soundtrack to this show. So, if I gotta sit here and watch all 5 episodes of a show that is decent / good, because sometimes it can be decent leading into good. If I gotta do all of that just to listen to the soundtrack of this show, I'm down for it. I'm down. I do not care. That's just me. I'm not like most people. I'm not just going to sit there and say, oh, it's trash, it's trash, it's trash. Oh my God, it's trash. It's like, why? Why is it trash to you? Well, apparently, according to Forbes, this is what they said. They said The Idol is officially the worst reviewed show in HBO history by far. They reported this 2 days ago, on the 10th. On the 10th of July. This is what they said, okay? This is what they said. If there was any question that David Zaslav's era of WB/Discovery/HBO/Max is on shaky grounds, it might be the fact that The Idol was approved to be released under the prestigious HBO banner. The sex and misogyny-drenched show starring Lily Rose Depp and The Weeknd was trashed by critics, audience, everyone, with some of its worst moments turned into meme. It was so bad that there's some measure of theorizing that the show actually pulled off its last episode to end a five instead, just so it would be over faster. Because I did remember, if I remember this very correctly, this was supposed to be like a 6 episodes. I completely forgot about that. I forgot about the fact that this was supposed to be like a 6 episode or something. But apparently, they wanted to end this off immediately and just say, you know what, we're not even gonna go for a like 6 episode already. Everybody's already trashing it already. So you know what? Screw it. Let's just go ahead and just get over with these 5 episodes and just move on about our day. Just move on about our day. Which I can understand, because a lot of people had criticized it so many times that it's hard to produce every other episode, when every time you get done with one episode, they want to criticize that. Another episode drops, they criticize that. They listen to the soundtrack and say, yeah, it's cool, it's decent, but the show is worse, and yada, yada, yada. I understand that part. So, let me continue on reading what they said. So they said, in fact, if you want to visualize just how bad The Idol is, you can look at the grand total of every HBO and HBO Max series ever released. Out of 106 shows tallied, The Idol is ranked 106th, and by a good margin at that. Here's the bottom 10 in reverse order. So they got it right here in reverse order. The Idol got over 19%. The Time Traveler's Wife got 38%. Velma, 40%. Now that shocked the hell out of me, because I actually saw Velma. That was like one of the worst shows I've ever seen in my life. How did this become 40%, but The Idol gets 19%? That's beyond me. The Nevers got up to 49%. Coastal Elites, 57%. Ari with $2, this got over 62%. Little Britain USA got over 64%. And what was called Entourage got over 65%. The Vow got 68%, with last place being True Blood, which got the same result, 68%. They go on about to say that should give you some measures of HBO's overall quality by itself. The fact that only 5 shows in its history are rated rotten out of 106 total, and by the end of the list we get into the shows that are still considered classics of the service. Ari with $2 was already regarded as universally pretty bad. I actually liked the Nevers and was sad it didn't get picked up yet. Okay, this is what somebody said on the forums. I don't really care what they're saying. But I'm sorry. How the hell did Velma get more better views than The Idol? And this is what I don't understand. Everybody wanted to sit there and say, oh, the sex is overboard. It was overboard. The cringiness of the cast members sounded like it was forced and all this other stuff. Let me just say this, okay? People should not be saying anything about this, okay? Because first of all, if we can get past 50 Shades of Grey, if we can get past Euphoria, you can get past The Idol. I'm sorry. Let's keep it a buck. Euphoria was doing a lot of freaky shit in that show too, along with 50 Shades of Grey. And 50 Shades of Grey got so much love and support, they made 2 more movies after that. But that's not all, folks. That's not all. The Idol star Jane Adam, who is, I think she played as Nikki, one of the managers for Lily Rose Dev's star on the show. She basically told the feminists to go fuck themselves for ongoing claims of on-set exploitations. So this is what they say, and this is off the FoxNews.com. The Idol star Jane Adam had a massive I can't even speak. Jane Addams had a message for feminists claiming the notorious HBO series exploited female actors on sets, telling them go fuck yourselves in a recent Vanity Fair interview. She goes on by saying this: What is amazing to me is no one's listening. I've not seen that before in all my days, such as Dogged. We refuse to change the narrative. She told the outlet's person, David Canfield. I especially want to say to all the feminists, go fuck yourself. All these women that I'm working with are talking about their experience, and you're not listening. You're not listening. So what she's basically saying is, the story behind the idol is people are not really listening to the story of what's really going on. She got her managers and everybody else just basically either there was some that's talking noise about her while others trying to lift her up. She basically had a whole backstory of how she was like, hey, she was going through her mental problems, and she had to deal with the loss of her mom. And then out comes, she goes to a club one day, and then next thing you know, she found Tedros, who was played by The Weeknd, by the way. So this is what they said. I'm gonna continue on reading what this person said. What she said. The series have been most infamously recognized for its raunching sex scenes and blatant nudity, many of which feature Lily Rose Depp, who plays a rising pop star who becomes involved with a cult leader and self-help guru portrayed by The Weeknd. Now, I just told y'all what the story is, okay? I'm gonna read it again. Lily Rose Depp plays as a rising pop star who becomes involved with a cult leader and self-help guru portrayed by The Weeknd. That's what the show is. She is a rising pop star that got involved with a cult leader. And come to find out, Tedros was going through a whole lot of stuff before he even met her. She even goes on to say this. Adams maintained that she, along with a female co-star Dev and Divine, Joy Randolph, had positive experience on the show's set, despite a report published by Rolling Stone in March, labeling the director and co-writer Sam Livingston trajectory of the show after the girlfriend experience. Director Amy Schmiz, I can't even say her name right. I can't even say her last name right, but this is the person I was talking about earlier, left as sexual torture porn, alleging the change was byproduct of on-set dysfunction. So, Jane Addams basically telling you that all the women that was on the show, they didn't have no problem, despite the fact there was rumors of it being a problem. So Amy, with all the rumors dealing with Amy, sitting there saying that she left as sexual torture porn, she left the show, and then Sam Livingston took over, basically saying that there was drama behind the scenes. There wasn't no drama behind the scenes. There was no drama behind the scenes, ladies and gentlemen. So I don't know what was the point of people were sitting there really thinking that there was a whole bunch of drama behind the scenes because one person didn't agree to the other solution of the story. Lily Rose Depp, who received backlash for graphically nude scenes from the show, called Livingston the best director she had ever worked with in a statement provided to Fox News Digital earlier this year. She said of the set, "Never have I felt more supported or respected in a creative space. My input and opinion more valued." Adding, "Working with Sam is a true collaboration in every way. It matters to him more than anything. Not only what his actors think about the work, but how we feel performing it. He hires people whose work he esteemed and has always created an environment in which I felt seen, heard, and appreciated." Do you see what we're going with here, ladies and gentlemen? There was no drama. There was no issues, no nothing. And it's like I said earlier, the show was decent. The show was decent. It was good. Now, like I said before, there were a couple of cringy moments. The Weeknd's lines on the show was kind of cringy. I'll keep it a buck with y'all. But we're not just going to just sit here and just throw this show into the fire and act like other shows was better than this one. Like, we're not going to do that. The show was good enough to watch. Point blank, period. And if the show was good enough to watch, why are you tripping? Seriously, why are you tripping? You should not be tripping on a show that really just gave out 5 episodes. And it was a limited series. This show wasn't really going to do a second season. And if it does do a second season, it has to be going a completely different route. Especially after this season that just dropped. So people need to stop bitching and griping about the show. The show was decent. It was fine. Okay? So Lily Dead Rose also said this. No, actually, I think Jane Addams, she's also said this. Let me check that. Yep, Oh, wait, hold up. Yeah, I'm looking at it right here. Hank Azaria, another of Devs and Adams' co-star from the series, also defended the sets against Rolling Stone claims from earlier this year. Okay. Okay, so this is what he said. I was mercifully left out of any of the nude shenanigans personally, but I can tell you that I know Lily Rose, who is the center of all that mainly has publicly and privately how protected and taken care of and collaborated with and listened to and safe she felt last month. Well, wait, he told Today News last month. He goes on by saying this, and I know every care was taken, not just for those kinds of scenes, but there are many kinds of sensitive scenes in this show, and I certainly felt safe that way, collaborated with, and Sam goes for it. He pointed a stark, true lens at whatever scenes he's doing, whether it's professional, personal, about the business, about the relationship, and about the sex. So that was what we were doing on that set, and we all were actually quite excited about the collaborative nature of it and how creative it was. Do you see how this show is basically just telling you guys that there was no drama behind the scenes? No drama behind the scenes. It wasn't really feminist, really. So let's just give this for example. If Amy what's her last name was directing this show, would you really feel the same? I mean, let's keep it a buck. Would you really feel the same if she would direct this show? No. People will still be shitting on this show. So it's like, damn if you do, damn if you don't. At the end of the day, this show was good. It was decent. I'll watch a few episodes again just to keep watching them again. And hey, The Weeknd is on the show. He's like the main reason why I even watch this show. I don't give a fuck about anything else on this show. To be honest with you, I'm keeping it a buck. Yeah, Lily Rose Depp is fine. She's beautiful. She's a beautiful woman, no doubt about it. But that's not the reason why I'm watching the show. The reason why I'm watching the show is because The Weeknd was on it. And he put the soundtracks on the show. So that makes you know how much I'm a fan. So my whole point of this whole episode, ladies and gentlemen, is just stop bitching. Stop being so quick to criticize. Look at the show. If you like it, fine. If you don't, okay. You don't gotta constantly exploit your opinion on the show. No, oh, it's garbage, it's this, it's that. Because trust me, there are plenty of shows that are worse than this. Trust me and believe that. That's all I gotta say, folks. Just go and watch the show. If you like it, fine. If not, I'm sorry. That's gonna be the end of this podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, man, please do me a favor and follow your boy here on Spotify at Des Talks. And follow me on social media, which is on Twitter and Instagram. That is Desi D Official, both on Twitter and Instagram. Make sure you guys go follow me over there. And I will see you guys for the next episode. This has been the Des Talks Podcast. I love y'all, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out!